First off, let me start this video off by saying that if you don't like these types of videos, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to go in my comments and say, oh, you're mean. But, just this is what I like to do. And I think it's important that I do this because there are very few people on YouTube who are exposing these grifters. So if you don't like these types of videos, I don't want to hear the crying in the comments. Just don't watch the video. It's really that simple. Moving on. And so now we are at the end game of the YouTube grifters. The awakening is here. The awakening is happening. The chickens have come home to roost. And so we are now starting to see YouTubers quit YouTube because they can't handle the attacks that are coming at them in the comments. And I'm going to explain to you guys what I really think is going on. We're going to get to that. But let me just start off by saying this. So we know that the first person who left was Chicken Genius, right? Let me make sure I say this. Chicken Genius will always have my respect, okay? I do not agree with a lot of what he says. I don't agree with everything he says, right? I do not fully agree with his investment thesis, but that's okay. I do not have to agree with a YouTuber, and I don't have to disagree with the YouTuber to call them a grifter. That's what I think people get misconstrued. They think, oh, you just disagree with their investing style. You're calling them grifters. And maybe no. I don't think every YouTuber who I disagree with is a grifter. I think the people who call out a bunch of trash, horrible penny stocks, unprofitable companies, and they got a Patreon and Discord with their buy and sell alerts when they're freaking idiots and know nothing about stocks, and they have people paying for their buy and sell alerts when half the people who are paying for your buy and sell alerts are probably smarter and more knowledgeable about the market than you. Yes, I think those people are grifters. I do not think Chicken Genius was a grifter. As far as I know, didn't have a Patreon, didn't have a Discord, didn't do all this chat stuff, making millions of dollars off of people's monthly income to trick them and freaking give them buy and sell alerts. So Chicken Genius was a major loss for the finance community, in my opinion. Like I said, don't agree with everything he said, didn't watch every single video. But you know what? I think he had a place in this financial space. Now, unfortunately, I got to get to some of the other people who do not. One of them is Jack Spencer Investing. Is that his name? Yeah, Jack Spencer, right? Now, Jack Spencer, and I want to make sure I'm very clear. He said in this video that he was struggling with mental health, so I just want to make it clear. I'm not coming after him. I'm going to be careful with my words because you definitely don't want to mess with somebody who's going through mental health issues. That's actually a very serious thing. But I don't think mental health excuses you from accountability. And I do think there was some grifting going on with him. And I'm sorry, but I have to speak on it. I do. I'm not calling him out of his name or anything like that. I'm not, we're just keeping it real. I feel bad for him because he's got the mental health stuff going on. I get it. But at the same time, you got to be held accountable, man. You just do. So we're going to go ahead and go over it. So Jack Spencer, and I remember him too during the pandemic, by the way. I told you all these guys I watched, I just never really said anything. I just said, oh, okay. But I watched them all. It was entertaining. This guy kept pumping this stock called Workhorse. I remember him. He kept talking about stocks like Workhorse and Lucid and all the YouTube stocks. He was one of the main people behind that. And now I see here a month ago it says quitting YouTube. So he actually quit YouTube. And I watched the video and I'm going to go over that video. But yeah, dude quit YouTube. And he explained in the entire video, I guess he had to take medication because people were so mean in the comments. And he was depressed and all that stuff. And look, I got to be honest with you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a heartless jerk because I do feel bad for him. I do. But there's just got to be some accountability, man. You can't go through an entire bull market smiling and all happy and gimpy and freaking, buy this, buy that. And then when every stock is going up, you're enjoying that. And then you're making a whole bunch of money off of YouTube revenue, telling people to buy horrible companies that should have never been in the stock market in the first place, like Workhorse. And then when the market flips, which it always does, because market's not always up. Sometimes there's bear markets. Sometimes there's downtimes. And we're in that downtime. We're in a bear market. It is what it is. And so you can't do that. And then when the market flips, you come out of nowhere and just say, oh, I have mental health. Don't hold me accountable. Like no, you can't do that, dude. You just can't. I think a lot of what you got in the comments now, I know people are crazy. I don't think it's fair that people come in your comments threatening your life and calling you the worst things in the world. But I mean, hey, it's the internet. It is what it is. I definitely think that's wrong. But I definitely think you deserve some accountability for telling everybody and their grandmother to freaking buy Workhorse at the all-time high and all those other crappy stocks that you were pumping on your channel. It's just not right. And so we are starting to see these YouTubers drop like flies. That is literally what we are saying. You guys saw I made a video on this guy named Mcash. There's a guy named Mcash who's got close to 200,000 subscribers. He made videos all throughout the 2021 bull market, and then all of a sudden he just stopped right when stocks started going down. Now, he recently made a video like this year, but he only made one, and then after that he didn't get really many views on it, so I think he just completely gave up. So there's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a few clips of from the video that Jack Spencer made before he quit YouTube, and I am going to react to them. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Market YouTube, guys, is not all it's cracked up to be. Look at how many fewer people are making videos on a regular basis now than were mid-2020, mid-2021. I mean, I know I was one of those people.
See, and that right there, he just said it. That separates the real investors from the bad investors. See, he just explained it. Look how many people stopped making videos that were making a ton of videos in 2020 and 2021. It's very simple. A lot of those guys didn't know what the heck they were doing. They were going on Motley Fool and Tip Ranks and Twitter and finding whatever stock they wanted and pumping it on our YouTube channel, not actually understanding the fundamentals of investing. And now that the party's over and the market is back to normal and every stock just doesn't go up 100% anymore, now all of a sudden these guys are making less videos. They're getting attacked in the comments left and right, and they don't want to take any accountability. So instead of coming and being accountable, making a YouTube video saying, I'm sorry, I apologize, I was wrong, blah, 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 they just stop making YouTube videos, or they just leave YouTube. It's a way to avoid accountability, and it's unfortunate and it's disgusting. You've got to take accountability. You YouTubers have ruined people's lives. You've ruined people's lives. A lot of people are not going to be able to retire because of you. A lot of people are never going to be able to build wealth because of you. There were some people who were already pretty wealthy. They had freaking six figures, millions of dollars, whatever, and they listened to you and they bought these crappy stocks and they lost half their net worth. I get the emails all the time. There are some people who email me and I'm like, I can't believe you have this much money and you freaking, lost it all to these YouTubers. And I'm really sorry to hear that. It's really unfortunate, but that's what you've got going on. People have lost a crap ton of money listening to these YouTubers. So you can expect that people are going to be upset when you YouTubers charge them money, 50, 100 per month to join your stupid Patreon and get your buy and sell alerts. And they paid for that. And then they bought your crappy stocks and then they lost money while at the same time losing money by giving it to you for the freaking Patreon to send them off. It's not cool. And there's got to be some accountability for that. I'm sorry. I get it. You're sad. Some of you guys are quitting, whatever. Woohoo. You wasn't quitting and doing all that old mental health stuff back when the party was happening. Remember that? Remember all the finger popping and all the happiness when all the stocks was going up 100% one day and everybody was a party and it was dancing and you were the king and you had your little Discord chat and all that. Oh, no. The market's back to normal. Holy cow. Yeah, that's what happens. So miss me with all that. Oh, I'm sad and the comments are so mean. You're the one who told everybody you're a guru. And you had everybody in your Patreon paying you money, making you rich for you to lose them money. They didn't even get what they were promised. They were promised they were going to make money. They didn't. They lost all their money. It's horrible. So accountability is right, and I don't feel bad for it. Chris Sane, who was one of the main grifters of the pandemic, he profited massively from getting a bunch of views on his YouTube and Patreon course members and all that stuff. And he got it in this crazy bull market, which is actually around when he started his channel. He started his channel in 2020. At least that's when he started to talk about stocks. And so what I wanted to highlight is I think people are really starting to catch on. I mean, he's got way more negative comments than he used to have. And I noticed his views are significantly going down. Let me show you guys right now. In early 2021, like January, February, he had like 100,000 views, 50,000 views, 70. He was getting a lot of views per video. And every month that's gone by, his views have just gotten lower and lower and lower. So we're looking here 8 months ago, he was getting anywhere between 42,000, 46,000, 45,000, 49,000. Between 39,000. But if you start scrolling and you go a few months away, you start to see the views get lower. Now we're starting to see 31K, 32K, 30K. Let's keep going. See, now it's starting to get lower. You see, now he's in the 20s. Now he's in the 18s. 26,000 views, 18,000 views, 23,000 views, 22,000 views. And keep in mind, this is a guy that's got like 500,000 subscribers. Keep scrolling over till today. Let's keep scrolling over to today. Now look at how small his views are. Now he's only getting 16,000 views, 12,000 views, 10,000 views, 18,000 views. Some videos he only gets 8,000 views. I think people are really starting to catch on to the fact that this guy is a clown. I really do. His latest video only has 12,000 views, 10,000 views. The guy freaking has about 500,000 subscribers. So it's just very interesting to see. The third and final grifter I want to go over is George Perez. And also, let me go ahead and give this guy a shout out. Shout out to Jupiter James. He's a subscriber of mine. He's the one who actually gave me this idea. He said, can you do a video on finance YouTubers that disappeared, like George Perez and Invest Jack, which is Jack Spencer? I didn't even know Jack Spencer left. Now, George Perez, I've never heard of him till now. It's crazy because he actually has a huge following. It's so many of these guys with huge followings. It's insane. But Jack Spencer Investing, I have heard of. I remember him early on in the pandemic and everything, pumping stocks. I remember him. Didn't really watch the channel, but I remember. But anyway, here's the George Perez guy. Holy cow, does this guy's channel not scream grifter? ADA to 25x? Jesus. And he made it 8 months ago. Funny story. I actually did 10x my money in ADA. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It happened. I didn't have a crazy crap ton of money in ADA, but it made a difference in my life. It was pretty dope. ADA is Cardano. It's the ADA token, which is based on the Cardano blockchain, blah, blah, blah. ADA, which, like I said, is Cardano. I think I told the story before. I bought it at 17 cents. The dang thing ran at $3. That was like a 10 at 15x, whatever it was. Something crazy like that. That was dope. So I guess I will give that to him. I can't blame him for saying 88 to 25x. The only reason why I blame him is because this video was 8 months ago. And so I think at that time, Cardano was like $2 or $3 by that time. So I think to say 25x from $3 is a little insane, but I'm not going to hold that against them because there were a lot of cryptos. See, I'm going to be fair. You see, I'm fair, guys. I can't hold the crypto thing against them because there were a lot of cryptos that actually did 25x in 2021. So I can't even be mad at them. I really can't. Like, it really happened. But here's where the real grifting starts. Neo to 300? What? Boy. If Neo ever goes to 300, I will chop off my leg and sell it. Get the heck out of here. Hopefully I don't eat those words later, but I mean, Neo's not horrible. I'm not saying that. I know you guys are just, you love Neo so much. I know, but let's be realistic, guys. Neo to 300. Come on, that's insane. I mean, if it's really that great of a company, maybe in 10 years, maybe, but no. No, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry, guys. Just no. Okay, see, this is where it starts to get grifty. See, I didn't see this. 88 to 100x. See, that's the grift right there. That's the freaking grift. Oh, let me tell you guys why I'm on this guy's page in the first place. Oh my God, Palantir to 150. Okay, forget the chop off my leg with Neo. You guys know I hate Palantir. I think it's trash. If Palantir ever goes to 150, I will chop my leg off and sell it on the black market. Like, what? Forget what I said about Neo. That applies to Palantir. Palantir will never, ever in life go to 150. Ever. Never, ever, ever. You can screen record this. You can screen. I don't care what you do. It will never, ever, ever in life go to 150. That is insane. Outrageous. Stop it. Garbage stock. Okay, so anyway. Sorry, I didn't know he talked about Palantir. So this guy has 120,000 subs. So, yeah, the reason why I'm covering him is because he stopped making videos 8 months ago. So, I mean, honestly, I'm telling you guys, I've been following crypto for a while, like years. And I'm telling you, he probably stopped because he said Cardano with 25x, and it probably did the opposite. I don't remember if crypto started going down at that time. But I know Cardano wasn't at 17 cents because I bought Cardano December of 2020. Something like that, like early December 2020. And at that time, Cardano was at 17 cents. So this is 2 years ago now. And 8 months ago in 2021, I think 8 months ago would probably be around the summer, maybe. Don't quote me on that. Maybe around the summer or fall of 2021. Yeah, Cardano was definitely at like $3 or $2 by then. So, yeah, for him to say 25x is insane. But, yeah, you guys can tell this guy's a grifter. Look at his freaking videos. 10x your money. Palantir's dirty little secret. 88 to 100x. Guys who tell you these things, if it sounds too good to be true, then more than likely it is, guys. So anyway, this guy disappeared too. He made all these videos all throughout the pandemic. You can see it right here. Neo to 300. These insane, stupid price targets that are. Oh God, he made a workhorse video Workhorse was one of the worst stocks ever made, ever to get listed on the market. I don't remember if it's a SPAC or not, but God, that stock sucks. This guy put space Virgin Galactic. Why Virgin Galactic stock could make you rich 250. Yeah, no wonder this guy disappeared. He probably got murder, she wrote, in the comments. They probably smashed that dude in the comments. But anyway, it's funny, these freaking grifters. It's crazy. But yeah, another one bites the dust. I can tell you right now, if things get worse, you're going to continue to see more people leave the space. And don't get me wrong, I recognize that the financial YouTube space is toxic. I do agree with that. It is, no doubt. It's toxic, but I think at the same time, although some people are unreasonable, I do think the majority of people are actually pretty reasonable. I don't think everybody's a jerk or an a-hole. I think some people are not complete miserable pieces of crap who come in people's comments and say the craziest things ever. I think some people are actually reasonable. And I think some of these guys who get the criticism that they get actually deserve it. And that's why they're being held accountable. And a lot of them, as we can see, cannot handle it. And so they're leaving the YouTube space. And I think it's good for YouTube that some of these people are leaving. Not Chicken, though. I think Chicken should come back. I want to make that very clear. Like I said, don't agree with everything Chicken says. But I think there's a lane for him. I really do. And I think a lot of people really depended on him and loved him and everything like that. And I think overall, he has a lot more people that love him than hate him. Like, way more. Like, 90-10, honestly. So, yeah. So, that'll go and conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.